Hello twin flames, welcome to my channel and welcome to your daily energy check. Today is going to be a classic check-in, so let's see what goes on with the twins. I don't know if I'm going to do a reading tomorrow. Mostly, it is going to be a Christmas day, but also I might do something just a little bit different with the format. But I'm also going to be busy recording the horoscopes and some of the readings that I want to post for next week when I'm going to be traveling, and I'll have very limited internet capacity as well, so I want to make sure that you get the messages recorded and published so that there are no chances of you not getting them at all. All right, so with all that said, let's jump right in. I hope you guys are doing great. We'll start with a quick oracle message, and today I've got the Keepers of the Light. So this is a little Christmas Eve treat for you. This is one of my absolute favorite decks, and it's just magical. And we will read the messages. Yeah, why not? I feel like this part is really, really important for today's reading. Even if you don't celebrate Christmas, just take this treat in, accept it, embrace it. Whew. Speaking of which, for the feminines, we've got the Green Terra message from a Green Terra, the supreme protection. You are protected, cords are being cut, move beyond limitation, trust. And as a divine feminine myself, I'm definitely taking this in for some of the things that I'm manifesting in my life. You are safe. Protection is all around you. The worst is behind you, and you're ready to move beyond the challenges that were set out for you. Cords are being cut between you and your past so that you can feel energetically clear and aware. Don't worry about recalling fearful experiences. They aren't going to be recreated now. Just acknowledge them and leave them behind so you can step into a space of spiritual and personal freedom. Green Terra has placed a force field of complete love and acceptance around you. She's here to tell you that you no longer need to build up walls around your heart, and that it's safe to trust what you feel and who is in your life today. Beautiful message. Every sentence of it was beautiful. I loved it. Let's see what we have for the masculines today. Serapis Bay, the Ascension. Move into your true self. Rise above the darkness. The light is here. All right, let's see. The stars cannot shine without darkness. You may have experienced a low state of being, trauma or depression, but this is a new beginning. Become aware of growth. There's always room for improvement. There is also a sense of presentation now. You may be receiving documentation or certification to acknowledge your growth or experience. It's important to cherish this time and to realize that without the challenges or obstacles you have faced, you wouldn't be as strong, powerful, or focused as you are today. You are ascending personally and spiritually at this time, and the universe is here to support it. It's very interesting how they mentioned personally and spiritually. I don't know, I never really see that as a difference between the two. I can say, I don't know, with your mind and your spirit, something like that, but personally, to me, spiritually means personally. It's almost like because it's such a personal choice. Spirituality is a very personal choice, that it is that intimate experience, right? That relationship that you have with your higher power, whatever that is for you. Okay, we'll use the Thelema deck today. Let's see what we have. Dun, dun, dun. 10 of Swords at the bottom of the deck. Yeah, I feel it's like that end of a cycle where we're still feeling it. And I feel it in the collective, definitely. Even as we approach the holidays, and again, if we speak of the brain, of the mental image, there's a lot of joy and, fun and just good spirits, really. Regardless of what's going on, economically, politically in the world, right? This is the time to put that all aside and enjoy yourself, and some peace and quiet, enjoy time with your family and friends, you know, whatever, again, whatever that means to you, but like dive into that happy place. And yet there is some heaviness in the air, that there's still some kind of there's still some kind of karmic, it's like remaining karmic energy that's still being, what's it called, swept away, I guess. Like it's been like, almost like I could see that broom, you know, just sweeping it away. 8 of Pentacles. Yeah, it's like a work in progress. Feminines, your energy is the moon clarified by Queen of Swords. So this is determination guided by intuition. I love that. This is like, how do you turn your downloads or your intuitive guidance into a specific plan of action, or how do you explain it to others? It can be really difficult to do, especially at the beginning of the spiritual awakening, right? Or realizing your power as a light worker, right? Like I can sense that this is what I'm supposed to do right now. But if my family is asking me why, or why this, it's a little hard to explain, right? And so on and so forth. So I'm making this decision was in a relationship, right? But it's sometimes hard to just like follow, be able to word it out to a person why, right? But this is that upskilling, where you are gaining that knowledge. The universe is working with you, so you're able to speak more openly, more clearly, and more deeply about your spiritual experiences. Masculines, you've got 8 of Wands, clarified by 5 of Cups. We had this 5 of Cups for the feminines yesterday, I'm pretty sure. So yeah, there is, the main energy though is 8 of Wands. There is some kind of communication about the past argument, about some kind of sadness, some kind of quarrel. We also had an energy for the masculines that is about missing their feminine, right? Like yawning for them. This is it, right? So masculines are getting some more clarity and understanding why things happened a certain way. And part of it is, of course, like the deeper meaning behind needing this time apart, right? Like this was divinely orchestrated and it was necessary, because both twins wouldn't be able to learn and to grasp and to integrate all of the necessary lessons if they were together. But also understanding more on the dynamic itself and what exactly happened, was that communication, with the hard feelings, with, you know, emotions maybe sparking about, right? Understanding where it came from, because in the moment it wasn't understood, hence making that feeling of hurt and loneliness even stronger. The additional question is Page of Swords, clarified by the Lovers. It's a love triangle in this particular Lovers card, if you notice it. They are holding hands though, so it's a very interesting vibe, right? It's almost like this friendly energy. But the Page of Swords is always on the lookout for new information, for new explanation, right? It's like trying to explain things, right? So sometimes some of the dynamics that we have within, I don't want to say love relationships, because everybody's going to think about romantic relationship right away, but any kind of close relationship, because whatever your understanding of love and trust is, it's going to be present in every close relationship you're building in life. Obviously, the social parts of it will be different depending on social roles between the two of you. But the underlying foundation of communication and, you know, how you behave towards each other, that's going to be the same. And so this is trying to understand, what is my pattern or my template or my habit? What are the habits of other people, and how sometimes they come in contrast with each other, right? Like, how do I find this truth, right? Or where is the truth in all of this? Because everyone's so different in this. For masculines, we see, for feminines, we see 5 of Pentacles and another Moon card. Yeah, so this is, and again, the feeling of loneliness, the feeling of being left out or not feeling the support of another person, right? But it's causing the feminines to, and it could have been, of course, in a specific relationship, but it could have been in general. You're looking at your past relationships, maybe even with your parents, because mind that this is like the girl that has a butterfly wings is standing between the masculine and the feminine figure. So that might as well be a child standing holding hands of their parents, right? So looking back at the relationships and how the bonds were built, right? And that feeling of being lonely, even if there are people around you, right? And how that, what does it mean emotionally, right? And how is it shaping up your relationships now and going forward? That exploration, that discovery is important right now. To reconcile and put closure to unfinished stories of the past, and also open the doors to something a lot more elevated in the future. The masculines have the Wheel and the Ace of Cups, beautiful cards. Masculines are basically saying, you know what, there is no wrong and right answer. You know, it's all very much dependent on the person and also on the timing, on the divine plan. Like some people just click very quickly, very easily. Some people try to kind of build the bridge and adjust and compromise, but it's just not meant to be. As simple as that. So this is like the whole concept of sometimes relationship isn't meant to be. And sometimes it's the other way around. You may be using all your, all your rationale in your head to tell yourself that this is not a person for me, right? Or I don't think we can be friends with this person, right? I'm usually not friends with people like it, or we don't have many interests in common, so I don't really think that we're gonna have a good time. But if it's meant to be, then things are just gonna happen, and you're gonna find completely new ways of connecting to someone, right? And it's gonna open up your eyes and your heart to new ways to connect, and again, like new shades, new nuances in building loving relationship with someone else. Again, not necessarily romantic love. Love it. How are the feminines seeing the connection at this point? Nine of Cups clarified by Page of Wands, another page. Yeah, so feminine is taking it in a lighthearted way, you know, like, you know what, this has been a goal, a desire, a dream of mine for a long time now. And it got heavy, you know, after a while, like the whole, like every single dynamic we have, like every event, it's like explored under a microscope, and I don't want to explore that like that anymore. I want to be more playful with it. I want to be more easygoing, and I want to be curious, right? And it's like putting more of that energy into it and seeing how the dream is already being realized, even if it doesn't look exactly what we thought it would look like deep down. How the masculine seeing the connection. Eight of Cups clarified by Eight of Wands. Another Eight of Wands. Plus all the eights. We're finishing year 8 right now. We have just about 1 week left of it. Right? It's amazing how these eights just came in to remind the masculines how far you've come walking away from stuff that was maybe satisfying in the moment, or maybe not even satisfying emotionally, but from the rational mind perspective, right? Where you were taking a stand, where you're digging your heels, where it was important to prove that you're right, or to be stubborn and be set in your ways, and how much of it is has drifted away, how much more clarity you have in communication with your higher power, with other people around you, including your divine feminine, right? And how many more doors it opens, actually. And at the end of the day, it wasn't specifically about making it work with one specific person, although the divine feminine has played a big part in this journey, in this process, in this growth, right? But this is like becoming a better version of yourself within yourself, right? Not necessarily just seeing how you can calibrate where you already are with another person where they already are, right? But if and when you're getting nudges to make changes, to leave something behind, it's important to respond to that. And that's the biggest inspiration of the day for the masculines in this connection. Okay, I'm gonna leave it here. Thank you so much for joining me today, guys. I love you all. Please don't forget to like the video and subscribe to my channel. I will be posting a reading for each zodiac sign around for the new moon in Capricorn that we're gonna be experiencing next week, Monday, Tuesday. So subscribe to that channel as well. It's Mindful Bamboo. And until next time.